Hey everybody, John here with CourseInvestigator.com, and today we're going to be looking at the Blueprint training by Ryan Stewart. This is going to be a comprehensive course review, so if you're on the fence or if you've heard about the Blueprint training and you're not sure if it's for you, then this video is for you. So let's start at the very top. The course at this time is currently $3,000, well it's $299.99. The course does come in separate modules, so you can purchase portions of the course that might be more relevant to you if you don't want to download the entire course. I'm going to go more into that later. Is this a scam? That's often what we hear, and no, flat out, this is not a scam. Actually, it almost feels that it's underpriced for what you're given. So I currently score this a relevance of 10. What do I look for in relevance? I look for, is this content up to date? Is what's taught still applicable to today in 2019? And is what is being taught relevant to the subject matter itself, which is SEO? And yes, it absolutely is. Ryan Stewart is a leading expert and agency owner, and I believe is more than qualified to be teaching this course. In the Slack channel, you'll be able to ask any questions you want and get answers relatively quickly. And you'll also be able to talk with other people that are taking the course as well. When it comes to value, I'm really looking at the price and I'm looking at the course and content given. If we do a quick overview at the table of contents here, these are all the modules. If you look to the right of the module titles, you'll see the amount of video in each module. And if you quickly add them up, I believe it's easily, I think 15 or 20 hours worth of video content. And that does not include the PDFs and the other coursework that's tied to the modules. So if you look at the price of $3,000 and you compare to what you're getting, I honestly feel that he could probably charge $1,000 to $2,000 more for this course easily without really any kickback. And the organization, I think this is a big part that not a lot of people talk about. The organization of this course is honestly incredible. There's been so many SMMA courses or just SEO courses that are just like, you just feel like people are just blah, spitting out information. There's no structure. You're trying to take notes really quickly and there's just no structure to guide you through what to do. And honestly, the Blueprint training truly lives up to its name. It's honestly a step-by-step blueprint and broken down really in a very organized fashion, so you're not getting overwhelmed. Yes, there is a lot of information in this course, but no, you're not going to be overwhelmed, and that's due to the organization of the modules and how everything is laid out to you. So I think Ryan does a good job at making this clear, but I want to make this clear to you guys if you're on the fence about taking this training. This is a very high-level SEO training. And so what do I mean by that? This is really for people that already have an understanding of SEO. Maybe you run an agency, whether it be a small agency with a couple of clients, or maybe you're just an SEO professional freelancer and you have a couple clients that you facilitate on your own. Now, this training, in my opinion, would not be for somebody who is trying to make a quick buck. Maybe you are trying to just do some rank and rent, or maybe a little bit of local lead gen on the side. Maybe you want to, use black hat tactics to scale a local website up very quickly and then sell it. This really is much deeper than that. And if that is your goal, this course might be disproportionate to what you're actually looking for. If you are semi-knowledgeable in SEO, run an agency or an SEO professional, and you're really looking to take your business and profession to the next level, this course does an excellent job at that. I'm trying not to make this too long, but there is honestly a ton of content to go over. So I'll try to make this quick and to the point. You have to understand that this is a very detailed and analytical and data-driven process, okay? This isn't just put some keywords into a tool and then run with whatever it farts out. This is the type of SEO product that you would sell to, a 10 to $100 million organization. This is very high-level enterprise stuff. So, link building overview. This is the first module. This does a really good job at summarizing the very basics of link building, which I feel like if you're taking this course, you already have a solid understanding of that. But it's great for somebody who's new, maybe somebody who's newer into SEO, purchase this course. This is a great refresher and a good 10,000 foot view of what link building is and some of the strategies that you can implement. So this module did a good job for the newbies, but also he touched on a lot of the policies and procedures. So if you run an SEO agency and you're looking to better organize and delegate your link building team, this link building overview gives a good insight on how to organize those people and structure some of that content. Module 1.1 is the onboarding. It's 16 minutes long. It is one of the shorter modules. This goes over absolutely everything you need to do to onboard your SEO client smoothly. The onboarding process is really the client's first impression of you as a business owner. And if you get this wrong or fumble, it can really make things uncomfortable, and it can really decrease the amount of faith your client has in you. So really nailing the onboarding process is important. Ryan touches on a lot of tactics and tricks that he's picked up over the years to really make this process as smooth as possible. Towards the end of the onboarding, he also touches on how to position yourself for small, quick wins. This makes the onboarding process very smooth, but also gets some quick wins to build trust with the client, to show, hey, we're working on things right away. Understand that SEO takes some time, but let's get a little bit of results in the door as quick as we can. Module 1.2, it's the kickoff data analysis. This is only 25 minutes. And this video goes into how to produce in-depth reports for your clients. So now the reporting aspect of this it's a lot, okay? The data, everything in this course is data-driven. So the pro to that is that you're never making a decision from a gut instinct. Everything you do is based off of the information that you pull from tools and reports. There's really no downside to that, but it can be not sexy. Sometimes it's boring. There's just no way around that. So just understand that, if you purchase this course for like one specific flashy trick and tool, you're really not going to get it. A lot of these modules are analytic based, and it's really what you need to do to produce results at an enterprise level. So 1.2 is really the kickoff into how that is structured and set up. Module 1.3 is the competitive analysis. This is 46 minutes long. This goes into a lot of detail. So 1.2 and 1.3 really kind of piggyback off each other, because the data analysis you did in 1.2 is very similar to the competitive analysis you do in 1.3. And so you're not just plugging in your competitor's domain into Ahrefs, and he's not just telling you to look here, look there. You're actually exporting a lot of this information from tools, importing it into another system, and then comparing that data to your client versus the competitor, and then you're making decisions based on the difference. I hope that makes sense. It's very detailed, and honestly, it's one of the most impressive and detailed competitive analysis. I don't know. It's one of the most detailed competitive analysis I've actually ever participated in. It's definitely not something that you can do in 5 minutes, but it's something that will get you results. And that's really important, because as you do an SEO campaign, competitive analysis is huge. You don't want to be spending your time building backlinks, creating content, and launching this campaign if ultimately you cannot compete for that keyword at the level in which you're currently at. So this is huge. Do not skip any of these modules. So project management's about hour and a half, 2 hours. This is where Ryan's true love for framework and processes really shines. This is once I found out he was a data analyst in a past life, I immediately thought back. I'm like, yeah, this totally makes sense. He really goes down into detail, really explain the difference between frameworks, workflows, and how it's critical to run a technical SEO operation. I would say module 1.4 is more applicable to managers or maybe SEO agency owners. I'm sure SEO professionals could benefit from this as well, but project management becomes more important as you grow as an agency kind of outside of yourself, or at least that's what I've found through my experience. From an organizational perspective, a lot of what we go over in 1.4 is going to save you a ton of time, and it's this type of project management and automation that really separates the 10K a month SEO agencies from the 100K a month SEO agencies. And this is truly what positions you to scale, is all covered in module 1.4. So that brings us to module 2, and that is building your team. And this shows you how to basically delegate tasks, leveraging websites like Upwork and other freelancer websites. And this kind of teaches you how to find content creators, link builders, etc., but also how to manage them, which is important, because if you just give a job to a freelancer and you let them run, and there's really no follow-up and there's no organization, you have no idea what they're really doing. So it's important to stay on top of these guys if they're not in-house. But really, Module 2 is about outsourcing some of the reporting and some of the kind of repetitive analysis that you're going to find yourself doing throughout the modules of this course. So website quality report. This is 2 hours long, and this is actually really cool. The idea of website quality is not something Ryan himself developed, or, the idea, I guess, isn't necessarily new. However, the information he pulls and what he does with it and how he compares it is unique, at least to me. The website quality report is a culmination of different information pulled via different tools. It's run into a script, and it's broken down per page. What I think is really awesome is that the website quality report, once it's done processing and running, it actually gives you a per page recommendation for what to do. So it's really cool. It's very complicated, at least from my perspective. But he does a really good job at breaking it down and explaining it. And there's a lot of off video coursework, PDFs, files, links. Obviously, I can't share it here on video, but those materials supplement a lot of what's going on in 2.1. And there's a lot of supporting material in each module that can help you and guide you. Module 2.2 is 2 hours long, and this is how to perform a technical SEO audit. This entire section I would consider a course in and of itself. It's so detailed and long. And I believe actually the SEO audit is, I believe you can just purchase the technical SEO audit course separate from the main course. So I believe, actually I don't know, let's see how much it is. I believe it's like $9 something. Yeah, okay, $4.99. So that audit, so you could purchase just module 2.2. It's got 2 hours worth of content for $4.99 if you really just wanted to know about technical SEO and nothing else. I feel like module 2.2 really separates the boys from the men. I mean, it is a lot of work, but this much data and reporting and work, it lands you the bigger clients. I don't know what else to say. This really separates, when you're performing at this caliber of SEO, this allows you to confidently charge 5 times more than your local SEO retainer easily. And you can do that with confidence because you're providing so much data-driven value. Whew. Getting a dry mouth here, guys. Sorry. Okay, I had to take a sip of water. All right, module 2.3, keyword research for existing pages. So the whole thought process behind module 2.3 keyword research for existing pages is that you already have pages that are ranking somewhere for some keyword in some capacity. And we're basically going to use that data where the page is currently at, and we're going to supplement that. So module 2.3 looks at pages, and this is done manually and through reporting. And basically we step back and we say, what do we need to do to make this page rank? What do we need to do to get this page to where we want it to be, right? We're not starting from zero, but we're not starting at the top either. So we basically are reverse engineering where we want to be, and we take the page there by filling the gap. After module 2.3, which is about 2.5 hours, we're going to module 2.4, which is all about target pages. So the goal of target pages is that we find pages on the website that we want to rank quickly, and we target the low-hanging fruit. We're always looking at our competitors during this process to see how do we need to fill the gap, what needs to be done, and when. And so target pages are all about what we talked about earlier, getting those quick wins. From what I understand, target pages are probably going to be the pages that you begin seeing the most momentum in first. And that moves us on to module 2.5, which comes in just under about 2 hours. This is anything you would ever need to know about proper on-page analysis. I'm gonna start highlighting these. I feel like this is not a good video. I feel like this should be a podcast. I'm sorry, guys. What I really got from 2.5 is I know a lot about on-page, but Ryan touched on what needs to be done for on-page and compared good and bad examples, but he also explained the thought process behind a lot of what you're doing. So it's not just like, go follow exactly what I'm saying. It's, here's what we're gonna do, and here's why we're doing it. And that's truly how you learn, right? So I really enjoyed how module 2.5 was put together, and I did learn. I'm by no means myself an SEO expert. I have a fair, solid understanding of how to perform SEO, but I actually learned a lot for on-page, and I went into the on-page analysis section thinking I would know it all, and I still left with a lot of great nuggets from that section. And now we're moving into module 3, and this is website link evaluation, and you'll get done with this section in about 45 minutes. The website link evaluation is a very high level view of campaign management again, but also the tracking process that Ryan uses in his own agency to track live links. He went into a level of detail that he used his own agency as an example, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, there's so much, like, to me, it seems like there's so much proprietary information you're giving away here. Like, I at that point, I felt like I was duplicating his agency. Like, I feel like I could use his frameworks and build my own agency and be successful. That's what I got from this. A lot of courses and gurus, they teach like tactics, right? And tactics are great for short term, but you can't really just grow your business on tactics. You know, you need to combine tactics with strategy, and that's really what he does here. It's not just these cheap little, oh, do this one trick, right? These are complete strategies, and he explains these strategies. Module 3.1 is our content audit. Go ahead and highlight this. There we go. This section is basically how do we take crappy content and make it great. He really breaks down the difference between good and great content. Do smaller pages need to be combined into one page, and then we just create pillar content on that one page? Are pages linking between each other? Are appropriate pages linking towards, you know, your hero content or pillar content? He goes into all that in very great detail. It's also good for outdated content as well. So if you have stale content, I guess an example of this could be an SEO, right? That page is 2 to 3 years old. You know, chances are you're really not providing that much value at that point, right? Even if it was super relevant in 2017, well, in 2019, 2020, a lot of that has probably changed. So it needs to be updated. Basically, 3.1 goes over content audit, how to refresh old content, and how to make bad content great. Finally, some sexy stuff, right? Module 3.2 is the keyword gap analysis. And basically, this is 18 minutes long because a lot of it is plugging in numbers and data. Basically, you're taking reports that you've generated from your website or your client's website, and then you're also comparing that to data pulled from your competitor, and you're calculating the distance between you and your competitor when it comes to ranking and when it comes to keywords. He goes into extreme detail. I mean, we're looking at comparing page per page. I mean, it's the amount of detail is incredible, and something that I'm not really used to. I'm used to seeing, like, you know, where my competitors ranking at, how fresh is their blog. But this takes all that data and it puts it side by side, and you can really just step back and look and be like, you know what, bam, I need to take that page, we need to add, you know, 500 more words, you know, 5 or 10 more backlinks, and, you know, add a couple and do some on-page optimization, and then you can be confident that over time you will start to take that position from your competitor. So it's very cool, not too long, a lot of plug and play here. So module 4 is very short. It's a mini sub-module, and it's basically teaching yourself how to build an outreach email. You're creating an email and a profile that you're going to be using, or your VA or freelancer is going to be using to go out and get white hat backlinks. So there's definitely a specific way you want to warm up this email address and get it looking a specific way, and really get it looking authoritative. So when you do reach out for that big ask to get that backlink, you know, they're not skeptical. It doesn't look like just your, you know, everyday spammer. It really looks like somebody who has value and is definitely relevant to the niche or topic. So the big, thick, daddy modules here. Module 4.1, link building basics and methods. A complete crash course on everything white hat link building. All right, you're not going to get any sketchy PBN, spammy email, black, dark web, whatever, quick things. No, this is legitimate white hat, long-term strategies to implement to get solid, high authority backlinks. Is it a lot of work? Yes. Can you outsource it to a VA? Yes. Honestly, this is really the only way you should be building backlinks when you're doing work for a client or you're doing work for your own website. Some people like to do the quick churn and burn lead generation sites where I guess if that's your mindset, it would make sense to put a whole lot of time and money into backlinks that are high quality. A lot of times they just pop up a PBN network and just get it ranked real quick. But those sites are flimsy, right? They're not built on a solid foundation. one Google update, and let's be honest, Google will catch on to PBNs as it does, and they will drop another big update when nobody knows, and those websites will tank. They will crash and burn. So building something from a solid foundation is extremely important. So 401 is really just backlinking basics and methods. And so if you're an experienced SEO, you probably already know this. You might still get some good chunks of knowledge from here, but it's really setting you up for the big module. I believe this is the biggest module, and it's module 5, and it's link building methods and outreach. And so everything we've done, all the reporting, all the learning, everything, all the content leads up to basically module 5. This is the meat and potatoes. It is the heart of it. This is by no means simple tricks like, oh, send the blog owner an email and then, tell them you'll link them back, or like ask for a guest post. I mean, these are entire strategies and systems that you can put in place. I believe he touches on maybe 9 or 10 different methods, and they're fairly advanced methods of getting high quality backlinks. All of these methods can be broken down and assigned to somebody on Fiverr or somebody on Upwork. So this is a strategy that you can basically outsource, or if you have an in-house team, this is something you can train your in-house people to do. So not only does it teach you the strategies of how to get these high quality backlinks, but it also teaches you how to teach your team. If you have a team, it shows you how to instruct them on how to get them to do what needs to be done. I hope that makes sense. I'm starting to run out of air. I've been talking for 39 minutes now. In this course, there's easily 10 hours of material based on solely building high quality, relevant backlinks. And if this was anybody else, if this was just like regurgitating information, or, I'm sure everybody can relate that they've had a teacher or a mentor or just maybe even a parent try to give you information or teach you how to do something and they just blah, right? It is not like that at all. You can really take in this information without feeling overwhelmed. And also, just to clarify, there are really no black hat methods here. All this is legit, and this is honestly, this is never going to change. This information, this will be relevant forever because this is how Google really wants you to do it. Module 5.1 is the monthly SEO reporting. Module 5.1 really pulls in all the information that we've built upon in earlier modules and put it in one nice, sleek, sexy monthly SEO report to either go over yourself or deliver to your client to show them the progress you've made. A lot of this is built off of what we did earlier. So it's literally you plug in a little bit of information and you click go, and it creates a really detailed report based on rankings, keywords, and overall progress. And it's pretty cool because you can get a visualization. You can get a visualization of this data as well. This is the type of stuff that business owners and, high-level executives want to see. They want to see that progress is being made. And with this reporting, you can get that done. So in conclusion, is this worth it? I would say absolutely. If SEO is your thing, if you do SEO, if this is what you're known for, if this is what you want to do, if this is the service you sell, I've never come across any training that even comes close to this. I think Ryan did an incredible job, and from the start, it's very clear that he put probably hundreds of hours into this course, if not more. The way it's organized, the way it's taught, strategies, what you learn. There's some courses where you go through the course and you're like, well, dude, I could have learned that by looking it up on YouTube, right? Like, what do you mean? Why did I pay for this course? Absolutely not what you're getting. You're honestly getting the strategies and the mindset of a 7-figure SEO agency. That's what you're getting. And so, is it worth the price tag? Yes, I would absolutely say so. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, or if you think it would provide value for you or your business, there'll be a link in the description down to the site where you can purchase any of the training courses, whether it be the full course or any of the individual smaller courses. If you do purchase this course, I am extremely confident that if you implement what is taught, this will take your SEO agency or SEO profession to the next level. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next review.